You've been lied to. From the moment you stepped into the world of ambition, you were told success is luck. That opportunity favors the lucky, the talented, the right place at the right time crowd. You were taught to chase trends, mimic strategies, and hope the universe rewards you. You were never taught the hidden science behind achievement. Most people operate in the shadows of mediocrity because they ignore this truth. Success is not random. It is governed by laws, principles, and patterns that can be learned, applied, and mastered. It is a science, a precise, invisible structure that dictates who rises and who stagnates, and yet schools, conventional mentors, and even society itself conceal it. Think about the greatest achievers in history. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before he lit the world with the electric bulb. Carnegie understood the invisible rules of wealth, building empires not by chance but by strategic alliances and deliberate focus. Lincoln faced seemingly insurmountable opposition and still preserved a nation because he understood the power of disciplined thought and moral clarity. Modern visionaries. Elon Musk challenging space, Tesla, and energy markets. Steve Jobs reshaping human experience followed the same hidden structures. They did not stumble into success. They discovered the invisible architecture of achievement and acted accordingly. Here's the truth. No one tells you. Your mind is the first battlefield. Every thought, every belief, every repeated mental pattern programs your future. You may act with effort, but without understanding the underlying rules. Effort is wasted energy. Action without structure is noise. Repetition without direction becomes habit. Habit without purpose becomes prison. The difference between mediocrity and extraordinary results lies in recognizing and obeying the hidden science. Ask yourself, how many times have you worked harder than everyone else, only to feel stuck? How many times have you chased opportunity, yet it slipped through your fingers? That is not coincidence. That is misalignment with the invisible laws. Pain, struggle, frustration, they are signals, not punishments. They are warnings that your mind is operating against the structure of success. Your subconscious has been programmed by default, absorbing society's mediocrity, your fears and your doubts, and until you consciously override it, it will dictate the results you get. This is where most people fail. They chase luck. They imitate strategies without understanding the principles that make those strategies effective. They believe success is a formula you copy rather than a science you study, internalize, and apply. But you will not fail here. You are about to understand the structure behind wealth, influence, and power. You will confront uncomfortable truths. Mediocrity is a choice. Effort without direction is wasted. Luck is irrelevant. Those who rise do so because they align with laws that are predictable, repeatable, and accessible. Consider Edison again. His mind was disciplined. His subconscious focused. Every failure was data. Every experiment obeyed a method, a law of persistence. Carnegie did not just accumulate wealth, he leveraged human networks, strategy, and purpose. Lincoln did not just survive turmoil, he acted in alignment with principles that amplified moral authority and influence. Musk and Jobs did not innovate by accident, they understood the psychology of belief, vision, and relentless focus. Each of them mastered the same hidden science. Now it is your turn. Not by chance, not by luck, but by intentional alignment with the laws of achievement. Here is what you must internalize. Your thoughts shape your outcomes. Your habits determine your destiny. Your mind is the first battleground. If you fail to master it, you will be trapped in cycles of effort and disappointment. If you do master it, you create leverage the world cannot stop. Command. Say it out loud. I am no longer a passive observer. I understand the hidden structure of success. I act in alignment with it. Feel the power of the words. Let your body, your voice, and your mind internalize the truth. Visualize yourself studying this science daily. Observe the patterns in those who succeed. Write them down. Repeat them. Engage your subconscious until it aligns with the principles of relentless achievement. This is Napoleon Hill's philosophy in action. Understand, internalize, and obey the laws of wealth and influence. You will now see the world differently. You will recognize opportunities that others miss. You will perceive the invisible patterns of success guiding who rises and who falls. And most importantly, you will no longer leave your future to chance. You will begin to engineer it scientifically, one thought, one habit, one principle at a time. Remember, mediocrity is a choice. Effort without structure is wasted. Luck is irrelevant. The hidden science is available, waiting for those bold enough to study, apply, and internalize it. Those who dare to understand it will never settle for less than extraordinary. Command. Write it down. Speak it aloud. Feel it deeply. Let it settle in your subconscious. I am the architect of my destiny. I act with purpose. I obey the laws of success. Nothing can stop me. The truth is now yours. You know the battlefield. You know the rules. You know the invisible structure. Your next actions, guided by this science, will determine whether you rise to mastery or fade in mediocrity. The choice is clear. The structure is revealed. Success is predictable for those who understand its hidden science. And it begins here, with your mind, your focus, and your unwavering commitment to obey the rules the masters have always followed. Without purpose, you drift. Every action splinters. Energy leaks away. Effort becomes noise. You run, you grind, you push, and yet nothing changes. You are busy, but you are lost. This is why Napoleon Hill's principle of definiteness of purpose is non-negotiable. It is the invisible compass that converts random motion into unstoppable momentum. It is the North Star of your life, the guiding light that aligns your mind, your body, and your actions toward a single, unshakable goal. Consider history. Henry Ford didn't just build cars. He had a purpose so precise that every risk, every decision, every innovation aligned with it. The world saw vehicles. He saw freedom of mobility for all. Steve Jobs didn't just design gadgets. He pursued a vision so vivid it reshaped technology, culture, and human behavior itself. Their success wasn't accidental. It was engineered by clarity. Ask yourself, what is your purpose? What drives you to act even when fear and doubt surround you? What is the one goal you cannot live without achieving? Write it down. Speak it aloud. Let it embed into your identity. This is not a fleeting desire. It is a psychological anchor, a magnet for focus, energy, and action. Repetition is your weapon. Speak your purpose every morning. Visualize it vividly. Let it pulse through your chest. Let it dominate your thoughts. Ask yourself with every choice, does this serve my North Star or is it a distraction? Without purpose, distractions are lethal. Every opportunity tempts. Every failure crushes. Every rejection demoralizes. With purpose, obstacles fuel you. Every no strengthens your resolve. Every setback becomes intelligence. Every challenge reinforces momentum. Your mind, body, and spirit become a single engine, driving relentlessly toward your goal. Hill emphasizes that a definite purpose acts as a magnet for resources, people, and opportunities. Your subconscious begins to work tirelessly on your behalf. The universe responds to clarity, not confusion. The sharper your aim, the more aligned your thoughts, habits, and actions become. You are no longer a passive participant. You are a magnet for the outcomes you demand. Now let's make this practical. Craft your purpose. Be specific. Be audacious. Write it in one sentence. Break it down into actionable steps. Daily, repeat it aloud. Visualize it as already accomplished. Feel it in your body. Your subconscious cannot distinguish between vividly imagined success and reality. It will act on the command. Stand up. Breathe deeply. Place your hand on your chest. Say it out loud. I have a clear, definite purpose. I am guided by it in every thought, every action, every decision. Nothing can divert me from my North Star. Repeat. Anchor. Own it. Every choice, every risk, every move should answer one question. Does this align with my purpose? Historical proof reinforces this principle. Ford's obsession with accessible automobiles reshaped transportation. Jobs' relentless focus on elegant design, user experience, and innovation changed entire industry. Carnegie's clarity allowed him to focus simultaneously on empire building and transformative philanthropy. Their secret wasn't luck or raw talent. It was clarity of purpose embedded into identity. Your purpose becomes your internal compass. Hill describes it as the driving force behind the subconscious mind, channeling every thought, every habit, and every micro-decision toward wealth, influence, and power. Without it, your subconscious drifts aimlessly, absorbing doubt, fear, and mediocrity. With it, it becomes a relentless engine, propelling you forward with unstoppable force. By the end of this module, you will no longer chase random outcomes. You will act with precision. Scattered effort transforms into laser-focused trajectory. Purpose becomes confident. Confidence becomes momentum. Momentum becomes results. And results are no longer random. They are inevitable. You are no longer a wanderer. You are a magnet. Your North Star is fixed. Your path is illuminated. Follow it relentlessly. Align your subconscious. Engage your daily ritual. Let your definite purpose command your trajectory toward unstoppable success. Your mind is a battlefield, and most people fight with one hand tied behind their back. Why? Because they ignore the most powerful force in their life, the subconscious. It controls more than 90% of your actions, your habits, your decisions, every automatic response. Yet most people surrender it to fear, doubt, and the opinions of others. Every hesitation, every wasted day, every failed attempt is the echo of a subconscious mind programmed for limitation. This stops today. Napoleon Hill calls it autosuggestion. It is the conscious practice of feeding your subconscious mind the thoughts, emotions, and beliefs you want to live by. It is not wishful thinking. It is a system of repetition, visualization, and emotional intensity that transforms your identity from the inside out. Think of Thomas Edison. Thousands of failed experiments, millions of mistakes, yet he never faltered because he rehearsed success in his mind before the results appeared. Every day he mentally visualized a filament glowing, imagined the light illuminating the world. His mind became a magnet for solutions. His subconscious became a loyal partner. Think of Steve Jobs. Before the first iPhone even existed, he saw it, felt it, believed in it. He conditioned his mind to insist on perfection, to reject compromise, and his subconscious aligned every decision, every design, every product with that vision. And Elon Musk, he dreams of colonizing Mars, not as fantasy but as inevitable reality. His mind, through repeated visualization, risk calculation, and emotional immersion, drives him to act where others freeze. Autosuggestion is what converts audacious goals into daily discipline and monumental achievements. Now it is your turn. Stand. Straighten your spine. Take a deep breath. Place your hand over your chest. Repeat aloud, I am the master of my mind. My subconscious serves my purpose. I act with clarity, power, and certainty. Feel the words. Let them vibrate through your body. The subconscious does not respond to logic. It responds to emotion, repetition, and clarity. Repeat this daily, twice a day, more if necessary. Make your subconscious your obedient ally. But words alone are not enough. You must visualize. Close your eyes. See your goals as already accomplished. Feel the triumph, the relief, the influence, the abundance. Imagine yourself living as the person you are becoming. Immerse your senses. Smell it, see it, taste it, hear it. The subconscious cannot distinguish vivid imagination from reality. The more detailed your mental rehearsal, the stronger the programming. Combine this with emotion. Feel the pride, the confidence, the power as if you have already achieved it. Emotion is the fuel that accelerates autosuggestion. Repetition without feeling is sterile. Feeling without repetition is fleeting. Combine both. Command your mind. Command it. Say it aloud again. I see it. I feel it. I believe it. I achieve it. Repetition anchors identity. Your subconscious begins to rewrite old patterns, replacing doubt with certainty, scarcity with abundance, fear with audacity. Every thought, every action, every decision starts bending toward your defined purpose. Historical proof is relentless. Edison, Jobs, Musk. They did not wait for external validation. They trained their minds to anticipate success, to embody achievement, and to act with certainty. Their mental rehearsal became their reality. Your mind will obey the scripts you repeat consistently. Daily ritual. Autosuggestion activation. Stand now. Straighten your spine. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Repeat the following mantras with conviction, feeling each word resonate through your body. I act before proof. I burn the bridge. Everything always works out for me. I am disciplined. I am focused. I am unstoppable. Close your eyes. Visualize your day executed perfectly. Visualize challenges turning into opportunities. Visualize wealth, influence, and impact flowing naturally toward you. Anchor it with emotion. Let it sink into your subconscious as absolute truth. Command it. Repeat it. Repeat until the old limiting beliefs are buried. This is the training ground where identity is forged. Ask yourself, who are you becoming? A passive follower of circumstance, or a master of your mind? Your subconscious will answer according to the scripts you feed it. Feed it powerful, wealthy, unstoppable identity scripts. Feed it relentless success, absolute purpose, and unwavering focus. By the end of this module, you will no longer be reacting to life. You will be creating it. Your subconscious mind will work tirelessly to align every action with your purpose. Mental clarity will turn into tangible outcomes. Your thoughts will shape reality. Every belief, every visualization, every emotional rehearsal is a brick in the fortress of your future. Repeat these steps daily. Make them ritual. Make them unbreakable. Your mind, once passive, becomes a relentless engine of achievement. Say it now, aloud. I command my mind. I am the architect of my life. Wealth, influence, and success flow through me effortlessly. I am programmed to triumph. This is autosuggestion in action. Repeat it, visualize it, live it. Your mind is no longer a cage. It is your greatest ally. Your subconscious is now your partner, and success is no longer a hope. It is inevitable. No one reaches the highest levels of success alone. Think about that. Every world-changing idea, every empire, every breakthrough came not from a lone genius, sitting in isolation, but from the spark that ignites when minds collide. This is the hidden multiplier most people never exploit. This is the force Napoleon Hill called the mastermind. A mastermind alliance is not a casual networking group. It is a deliberate, structured collaboration where energy, knowledge, and perspective combine to create results far beyond what one mind can produce. It is your accelerant. Carnegie didn't rise through charm alone. He built alliances. Musk didn't launch SpaceX by himself. He curated teams of relentless engineers who thought bigger than any individual. Modern entrepreneurs like Reid Hoffman and Naval Ravikant don't just meet people. They strategically harness collective intelligence to multiply impact. And you can do the same. But here is the truth you must face. Not all relationships are created equal. Some drain you, some sow doubt, some are invisible anchors, keeping you from your potential. You must choose allies who fuel your vision, who challenge your thinking, who lift you when you stumble. Ask yourself, who around me is a force multiplier? Who shares my commitment to relentless growth? Identify them, seek them, and invite them into your circle. A mastermind alliance requires structure. Energy alone is not enough. You must define purpose. You must set rules. Hill's framework of definite purpose is critical here. Your alliance exists to achieve something greater than the sum of its parts. Meetings aren't social calls. They are high-octane strategy sessions. Questions are sharp. Feedback is unflinching. And action is mandatory. Each member must bring value. Each member must leave transformed. Interaction is key. A mastermind is not passive. It is dynamic. You learn faster when your perspective is tested. You innovate faster when multiple minds dissect every problem. You move faster when support is guaranteed. Every question asked, every problem solved, every idea challenged. It compounds your power. Think of it as intellectual interest accruing daily, not annually. And here is the most overlooked part: alignment. Your alliance must share ethics, ambition, and hunger. Misaligned energy breeds friction. Aligned energy breeds exponential acceleration. Musk's teams succeed, not because they tolerate mediocrity. They eliminate it. Hill calls this the principle of compensation. The universe rewards energy, focus, and alignment with returns beyond imagination. Your alliances must mirror this principle. Now let's make this practical. You will create your alliance by asking 3 critical questions. Who has the mindset, skills, and audacity to push me further than I push myself? Who will confront my weaknesses rather than coddle them? Who can I support in return, creating a network of mutual elevation? Once chosen, formalize your alliance. Schedule consistent meetings, set goals, measure progress, hold each other accountable. This is autosuggestion in action. You are programming your subconscious through repeated interaction with aligned minds. Your daily commitment is no longer just self-directed. It is multiplied through collective reinforcement. Daily ritual. Activate your mastermind energy. Stand now, feet planted, spine straight. Close your eyes, breathe deeply. Inhale confidence, exhale doubt. Repeat aloud, I leverage the power of aligned minds. I act before proof. I burn the bridge. Everything always works out for me. My alliances accelerate my destiny. I am unstoppable. Repeat 3 times. Feel the energy flow. This is the ignition of exponential acceleration. Your mastermind is not just a concept. It is a living force inside you, waiting to be activated. Finally, you must purge energy vampires. Relationships that drain your ambition must be cut. Success is unforgiving to hesitation. Every alliance that does not elevate you is a drain on your time, energy, and spirit. Cut decisively. Protect your circle like it is the engine of your life, because it is. Understand this. Alone, your impact is linear. With a mastermind alliance, it is exponential. Your trajectory becomes unstoppable. The hidden multiplier is no longer hidden. It is activated. This is the secret behind the greatest empires, inventions, and breakthroughs in history. Rewatch in 30-day challenge CTA. Comment day 1 now. Return every day for 30. Build, refine, and activate your mastermind alliances. Repeat the rituals. Measure the transformation. By the end, your network won't just support you. It will propel you beyond limits you never imagined. Extraordinary results are not born from grand gestures. They are forged in daily practice. Every empire, every invention, every life transformed began with a ritual, a repeated, disciplined, intentional practice that aligns the mind, body, and spirit with purpose. This is where the impossible becomes inevitable. This is where autosuggestion and definite purpose meet action. You cannot rely on luck. You cannot rely on motivation alone. Motivation fades. Discipline lasts. Think of Lincoln rising at dawn to read law books while the world slept. Carnegie practicing sales scripts in front of mirrors. Jobs sketching products repeatedly, refining his vision until it became reality. They did not wait for inspiration. They installed it into their very being. Your daily ritual is not a suggestion. It is a command. Every morning you must claim your day before the day claims you. Stand, feet planted, spine straight. Breathe deeply. Command your mind. I am the architect of my destiny. I act before proof. I burn the bridge. Everything always works out for me. Say it aloud. Feel it. Let it vibrate through your body. This is autosuggestion in action. Your subconscious mind absorbing the conviction of your words, preparing you for victory. Begin with affirmations. Do not whisper them. Shout them if necessary. I am disciplined. I am relentless. I am unstoppable. Repeat 3 times. Write them down. Physically writing your intentions imprints them deeper than thoughts alone. Your hand becomes a messenger to your subconscious, reinforcing your identity, aligning your focus with definite purpose. Next, visualization. Close your eyes. See yourself succeeding in vivid detail. Hear the applause. Feel the triumph. Smell the energy of your achievement. Walk through the day you desire as if it is already happening. Napoleon Hill called this principle autosuggestion combined with clear mental images. You are programming your brain to recognize opportunities, to respond with courage, and to act decisively. This is not imagination. It is pre-experience. You are rehearsing reality before it unfolds. Move with purpose. Physical activation is non-negotiable. Stand, stretch, breathe. Move your body to shake off doubt, lethargy, and hesitation. Your body communicates with your mind. Energy without action is wasted potential. Energy with purposeful movement sparks confidence, clarity, and creativity. Say it aloud. My energy propels me. My focus drives me. I move before proof. Feel the fire ignite. Then, journaling. Write your goals, your victories, your lessons learned. Command your mind to observe patterns, to extract wisdom, to recalibrate continuously. This is compensation in action. Your conscious effort feeding your subconscious programming, yielding results in alignment with the energy you invest. Every sentence you write is a deposit into the account of your future success. Structure your day with intention. Break your tasks into focused blocks. Eliminate distractions. Treat time as the finite resource it is. Hill taught that wealth and mastery are a product of organized energy. Every hour spent in chaos is opportunity wasted. Every hour spent in disciplined alignment is a step closer to exponential impact. Understand this, your ritual is not optional. It is a system, a blueprint for transformation. You will not always feel like doing it. You will not always be motivated, but your ritual is stronger than mood, stronger than doubt, stronger than circumstance. Repetition creates identity. Identity creates results. Daily ritual activation. Stand now, spine straight, feet firm. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Repeat aloud. I act before proof. I burn the bridge. I move with purpose. I am disciplined. I am relentless. I am unstoppable. Everything always works out for me. Repeat 3 times. Feel it resonate through your body. Feel your mind sharpen. This is not a moment. It is a system, a living force that programs your day, your life, and your destiny. Finally, commit. Commit to 30 days of this ritual. Do not skip. Do not compromise. Your life is a reflection of the practices you honor daily. By day 30, this ritual will be your identity. You will no longer chase success. It will be embedded in every thought, every action, every decision you make. Rewatch in 30-day challenge CTA. Comment day 1 now. Return daily for 30 days. Install these rituals into your mind, body, and spirit. Track your transformation. By the end, your daily practice will not just support your goals. It will become the engine that propels you to mastery, wealth, and unstoppable success. Every cause produces an effect. That is the immutable law. You cannot escape it. Every action, every decision, every ounce of energy you invest carries weight. And the universe, though it may test your patience, though it may hide the rewards, always balances the books. This is the law of compensation. You are not gambling. You are not hoping. You are not waiting for luck. Every aligned effort you make, every action taken with purpose, with value in mind, returns to you, sometimes immediately, sometimes decades later, but always. This is a truth both simple and terrifying. What you sow, you will reap. Look at Henry Ford. He did not invent the automobile to make money. He innovated production systems, perfected efficiency, and increased accessibility. He created value, and the world rewarded him, not because of luck, but because he aligned effort with purpose and contribution. Or Jeff Bezos. He optimized relentlessly, cut inefficiencies, and delivered customer value at a scale few could imagine. His fortune was not an accident. It was the inevitable effect of aligned, massive effort. Ask yourself, are your actions measurable in value? Are they producing leverage? Are they aligned with your purpose, your definite chief aim? If your efforts drift, if your work is scattered, if it serves no one but yourself in shallow ways, the law of compensation will not lie. It will respond accordingly. Small results, delayed recognition, or failure. But if you commit to contribution, to consistent, purposeful action, the universe is your creditor, and your rewards are waiting. This is why the law of compensation is not about effort alone. It is about intelligent, aligned effort. You must evaluate your work as if every day were an audit. What am I contributing? Who am I serving? How does this scale? Napoleon Hill calls this applied effort toward a definite purpose. Effort without purpose is noise. Effort aligned with purpose is unstoppable momentum. The law of compensation teaches another brutal lesson. You cannot cheat it. You cannot shortcut the work and expect a legitimate reward. You cannot act selfishly and expect abundance. Every shortcut, every act of deception, every half-hearted attempt compounds into diminished returns. Nature and business are indifferent to excuses. They only respond to contribution. But here is the liberating truth. Mastery of this law gives you freedom. It gives you clarity. You see effort as investment. You see work as currency. You see value as the axis on which life pivots. When your daily actions, your decisions, your skills, and your influence are measured against contribution, success ceases to be uncertain. It becomes predictable. It becomes guaranteed, not by luck, but by discipline and alignment. Daily ritual. Stand and claim your compensation. Stand up, feet planted, spine straight. Breathe deeply. Repeat after me. I act before proof. I burn the bridge. Everything always works out for me. Say it louder. Feel it reverberate. Align your body, your mind, your actions. Every day invest in contribution. Measure your output. Deliver value relentlessly. This is your armor. This is your credit with the universe. Remember, The law of compensation is patient. Sometimes it delays rewards to test your faith. Sometimes it hides them to test your persistence. But it never fails. Every act of aligned effort compounds like interest in a bank account. It multiplies silently, invisibly, until the day it explodes into visible success. So evaluate your work. Align it, scale it, serve others with relentless value. Apply the principles of a mastermind. Refine your definite purpose. Practice autosuggestion daily. Let the law of compensation transform discipline into wealth, effort into influence, work into unstoppable momentum. By the end of this module, you understand this. Success is not luck. Success is the inevitable effect of deliberate, purposeful, value-driven action. When your actions are aligned, your contribution measurable, your purpose clear, you are no longer hoping, you are claiming, you are no longer chasing, you are attracting. The universe rewards effort that serves, multiplies, and persists. That is the law. That is the truth. That is your command. Rewatch 30-Day Challenge CTA. Comment Day 1 now. Commit to 30 days of aligned effort. Return daily. Stand. Breathe. Repeat the mantras. Measure, serve, contribute. Watch the law of compensation reward you with unstoppable results. This is not a promise. It is a certainty. Fear is not external. Fear is not a monster in the shadows. Fear is inside you. It whispers. It nags. It convinces you to stop before you start. Resistance is silent, but lethal. It shows up as procrastination. It parades as self-doubt. It disguises itself as distraction. And every time you give in, it grows stronger. Every time you surrender, it steals your potential. Ask yourself, how many times have you wanted to act, to speak, to create, to pursue your definite purpose, and yet something invisible held you back? That is fear. That is resistance. That is your silent enemy. And here is the truth. It is not stronger than you. It is not invincible. It is a signal that you are on the edge of transformation. Look at Thomas Edison. Thousands of failed experiments. Every explosion, every burned filament, every failure could have convinced him to quit. Fear could have stopped him. But he saw resistance as data. He saw failure as information. He converted every setback into fuel. Every spark of doubt became a step closer to success. That is mastery. That is courage under pressure. That is what separates the mediocre from the extraordinary. And what about Elon Musk? High-stakes ventures, public scrutiny, billions on the line. Every project carried risk. Every decision could have ended in disaster. Fear was constant. Resistance was inevitable. But he acted anyway. He converted anxiety into strategy. He converted doubt into relentless experimentation. And the world watched him create industries where others only saw impossibility. You must do the same. You must learn to identify fear and resistance as soon as they appear. The first time your mind says, I can't, recognize it. The first time your body hesitates. The first time your heart races with doubt. Name it. This is fear. This is resistance. I see you. Naming it robs it of power. Recognition is the first step to mastery. And then you act. Act immediately. Act boldly. Napoleon Hill calls this the principle of autosuggestion in motion. You cannot reason fear away with logic alone. You cannot negotiate with resistance. You overcome it by action. Say it out loud. I act before proof. I burn the bridge. Everything always works out for me. Feel your body align with your mind. Let action crush hesitation. Let momentum annihilate doubt. Fear is also a compass. It points to the places where growth waits. If it terrifies you, it is exactly where you must go. Every great inventor, every revolutionary entrepreneur, every transformative leader felt fear, and they used it. They converted it into a magnifying glass for courage. Every trembling hand, every racing heart became a tool. Every ounce of resistance became leverage. Now confront your excuses. Say them out loud. I don't have time. I'm not ready. I can't compete. Watch how absurd they sound when spoken. Resistance thrives in silence, in passivity. Shatter it with noise. Shatter it with commitment. Shatter it with relentless action. There is no middle ground. Either you are enslaved by fear, or you are mastering it. Daily ritual. Stand and conquer your silent enemy. Feet firm, spine straight. Breathe deep. Close your eyes. Say it. I am fearless. I embrace resistance. I convert fear into unstoppable action. Repeat it 3 times. Let it echo in your body. Let it synchronize your mind with courage. Every day, practice this. Every day, Confront fear every day. Choose action over hesitation. Let this ritual rewire your nervous system. Let it install courage as identity. Understand this. Fear will never vanish. Resistance will never disappear. They are part of the human condition, but their power over you is optional. You can choose to feel them. You can choose to acknowledge them, and then you can act anyway. That choice is the difference between stagnation and exponential growth. That choice is the threshold between who you are and who you were meant to become. So, when fear rises, smile. When resistance appears, lean in. Let it signal that you are stepping beyond comfort, that you are entering transformation. Let it remind you that you are alive, and that greatness lies ahead. You do not run from it. You harness it. You convert it. You dominate it. That is mastery. That is courage. That is power in motion. By the end of this module, fear is no longer your enemy. Resistance is no longer a roadblock. They are fuel. They are indicators. They are the sparks that ignite action. Every time you move despite them, every time you act when hesitation rises, you install a permanent truth into your identity. I am unstoppable. I act before proof. I burn the bridge. Everything always works out for me. Rewatch 30-day challenge. CTA comment day 1 now. Return every day. Stand. Breathe. Repeat the mantras. Confront fear. Convert resistance. Install courage. Measure your growth. By the end of 30 days, fear will no longer stop you. Resistance will no longer intimidate you. Transformation will be undeniable. This is not theory. This is command. This is reality. Success is not something you chase. Success is not a prize you win. Success is not external. It is a state you inhabit. It is who you are. If you think you can earn it without becoming it, you are deceiving yourself. You will always fall short. The world mirrors your identity, your results, your influence, your wealth. They all begin with who you are inside your own mind. Ask yourself, are you operating as the person who gets results, or are you still clinging to old habits, old excuses, old beliefs that keep you small? The truth is uncomfortable, but necessary. Your identity determines your outcomes. Until you become decisive, disciplined, audacious, and relentless, the world cannot respond to you with success. It cannot deliver what you cannot receive. History is full of people who mastered this truth. Abraham Lincoln, a man repeatedly defeated, embattled and doubted, became decisive. Carnegie, born poor, became a master of discipline and leverage. Edison, tested by thousands of failures, cultivated audacity and persistence until he became an icon of invention. And in our modern world, Jobs, Musk, Bezos, these are not mere luck machines. They embody success, and the universe responds to the identity they project. The first step in your identity shift is awareness. Observe yourself as a separate entity. Notice the habits, thoughts, and beliefs that limit you. Name them. This is fear. This is doubt. This is hesitation. Recognition is your scalpel. It cuts the illusions. It exposes the old self. Without awareness, transformation is impossible. Next, you install your new identity. Here is where Napoleon Hill's principle of autosuggestion becomes your weapon. Repetition rewires the subconscious. Affirmations are not fluff. They are commands to your nervous system. Say it. Write it. Feel it. I am decisive. I am disciplined. I act with audacity. I attract opportunity, influence, and wealth. Repeat this daily. Live it in every micro decision, every interaction, every project. Visualization accelerates this shift. See yourself making the decisions others avoid. See yourself persisting when others quit. See yourself commanding respect, creating value, delivering results. See the wealth, the influence, the opportunities flowing naturally to you. Your subconscious cannot distinguish imagination from reality. Feed it success, and it will install it as the default. Behavioral alignment is crucial. Identity is not abstract. It is action. Every choice, every habit, every routine must reinforce the person you intend to be. Discipline is non-negotiable. Audacity is mandatory. Decisiveness is your currency. Repeat the patterns of those you admire. Study their lives. Mirror their behaviors. Install them until they feel automatic. Daily ritual. Stand and cement your identity. Stand. Feet grounded. Spine straight. Breathe deep. Close your eyes. Speak it aloud. I am decisive. I am disciplined. I am audacious. I attract success effortlessly. Repeat 3 times. Feel it in your body. Let it synchronize mind and action. Let it program your nervous system. Stand in your new identity. Every day, every decision, every action. Become the person who cannot fail, because failure is incompatible with who you are. Remember this. Circumstances follow identity. Opportunities gravitate toward it. Influence responds to it. Wealth flows to it. If your internal state is still small, scattered and hesitant, the world cannot reward you. You cannot attract what you are not yet capable of becoming. But once your identity aligns with success, the world bends, doors open, connections form, resources appear, the magnet is activated. By the end of this module, your identity is no longer an afterthought. It is your strategy. It is your foundation. You no longer need to chase results. They chase you. You embody decisiveness, discipline, and audacity. You act before proof. You burn the bridge. You are audacious by design. You magnetize everything that others spend a lifetime scrambling to attain. That is power. That is freedom. That is inevitable success. Rewatch. 30-day challenge. CTA. Comment day 1 now. Return daily. Stand. Breathe. Repeat the mantras. Visualize your new identity. Align your action. Install decisiveness, discipline, and audacity. By the end of 30 days, your identity will be unshakable. Your success will be automatic. Your life will mirror the person you have become. This is not a theory. This is a command. This is your transformation. Knowledge without action is useless. Inspiration without repetition is fleeting. Transformation is not a moment. It is a process. And like every process worth pursuing, it requires consistency, reinforcement, and deliberate practice. This is why the 30-day challenge exists. To embed the principles you have learned, to solidify the identity shifts you have begun, and to convert effort into permanent results. Ask yourself, how often have you felt inspired, only to return to old habits the next day? How often have you consumed wisdom, but allowed it to fade like smoke? That stops here. That ends now. The person you are becoming requires daily installation, until success is no longer something you chase. It is who you are. The challenge is simple but ruthless. Every day. Every day. Breathe. Every day repeat the mantras. Align your body with your mind. Align your actions with your definite purpose. Say it loud. I act before proof. I burn the bridge. Everything always works out for me. Feel the words. Let them reverberate through your nervous system. Let them synchronize your subconscious with your conscious intent. Repeat this ritual each morning. Repeat it each night. Repeat it whenever fear rises, whenever resistance appears, whenever doubt whispers. But repetition alone is not enough. You must rewatch and reflect. Return to each module. Observe the lessons again. Listen for the phrases that strike the deepest. Examine the stories of Lincoln, Edison, Carnegie, Musk, Jobs. See how they embedded consistency into their daily routines. Lincoln mentally rehearsed speeches, debates, and crises for years before the public ever saw him. Musk iterates tirelessly, refining every process, every decision, every innovation. The magnitude of their success did not arrive overnight. It was forged in daily, disciplined repetition. Tracking progress is non-negotiable. Record your wins, no matter how small. Completed a task you hesitated on. That counts. Acted decisively when fear rose. That counts. Delivered value when resistance whispered quit. That counts. Each action is a deposit in your success account. Each repetition compounds. Each habit installed strengthens the identity you are becoming. This is the essence of the law of compensation. Aligned effort, applied consistently, produces measurable reward. Reflection is your sharpening stone. Each evening, evaluate your actions. Did they align with your definite purpose? Did they serve others? Did they expand your influence, your wealth, your personal power? Identify the gaps, correct them, learn, adjust, then act again the next day, without hesitation. This is how momentum becomes unstoppable. This is how transformation becomes permanent. Daily ritual. Stand and cement your transformation. Stand, feet firm, spine straight. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Speak it. I act before proof. I burn the bridge. Everything always works out for me. Repeat 3 times. Visualize your actions, your wins, your growing influence. Imagine yourself at the end of 30 days, decisive, disciplined, audacious, magnetizing success effortlessly. Let that image anchor your identity. Let it command your behavior. Let it be inevitable. The 30-day challenge is not a suggestion. It is a command to your subconscious. It is the difference between fleeting inspiration and permanent transformation. It is the difference between knowledge and mastery. By the end of this cycle, your success mindset will no longer be theoretical. Your habits will no longer be optional. Your identity will permanently align with influence, wealth, and power. The world will respond because you have installed it inside yourself first. So start now. Comment day 1. Commit publicly. Return daily. Stand. Breathe. Repeat. Rewatch. Reflect. Track. Adjust. And act relentlessly. Let the 30-day challenge be your bridge from aspiration to reality, from knowledge to mastery, from potential to unstoppable achievement. Remember, consistency compounds, identity grows, habits solidify, success no longer chases you, it finds you. The knowledge you have gained does not expire, it becomes embedded, it becomes automatic, and when you complete this challenge, there is no turning back. You are transformed, you are a success magnet, you are unstoppable.